So if you open up a company in QuickBooks Online, this is what it's going to look like whenever you first open it up. There's not going to be any information in there besides the company name, but there's going to be no logo, no other information. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is add in your bank account that you have for your business. That's only business expenses and income. And then we're going to want to reconcile the first month for that. So what you'll want to do is come down here to accounting, to the chart of accounts, and then on the right hand side you're going to click on new, and then we're going to add in a new bank. And so the detail is just going to be checking, if it's a checking account, or if you have a savings, we'll do that. So you click on checking, and I like to rename it the name of the bank. So let's say it's Regions Bank, and then the last four numbers of the bank account. So let's say it's 1234. And so we'll also add in here the balance as of a certain date. So let's say as of March 1st of 2018, the balance is $0. Let's pretend like we've started the business on that date. So we'll click save and close. Okay, so now you can see in your chart of accounts where your bank account is, and eventually it'll show the balance here that QuickBooks has recorded. And so the next thing you'll want to do is, once you get your bank statement in for the end of March, you'll want to reconcile your account to make sure that all the transactions that you had for your business have been entered into QuickBooks and have been recorded. So the way you get there is you can click Reconcile right here under Accounting, or the more common way that I use is after you're on the dashboard, then you come up here to the gear icon right here, and then you'll click Reconcile, which will bring you back to the same screen. So how to reconcile an account is pretty simple. All you do is you choose the correct account. So we just put in the Regions Bank 1234. And the beginning balance was $0. And on your bank statement, you need to look and see what the ending balance is for the month. So let's say it's $20,000. Let's say you made a huge deposit, and that was the only activity that you made during the month. And the ending date is whatever the statement says. So it's probably going to be either the 30th or the 31st. So we'll choose the 31st. And here, if your bank charges anything to have an account there, you'd put your service charge there. And the expense account is going to be, it's not in here right now, but it would be just interest expense, or it would be like a bank expense would be a better category for that. And then down here, if you have any interest earned, you put the date in for that was deposited, how much the interest was, and then the income category, which we don't have right now, but that is going to be just interest income. So we'll click Start Reconciling. And up at the top, you'll notice that it'll say the statement ending balance, and then it'll show the beginning balance as well. So what you have to do is you just have to enter in the deposit information. And so we can do that by going up here to the gear icon, or excuse me, you go up here to the plus sign. Oop, that's not working. Okay, to the plus sign, click bank deposit. This is if you don't have anything captured. So we'll do the account right here, make sure this is correct, and then we'll come up here and make sure that we have the correct date. Let's say we made on the 14th, received from, let's say that's the customer, enter in the account. It's an equity because it was deposited through a personal account, so opening balance equity. So deposit made to business from owner. And we'll do the payment method. Let's say cash. That would be a lot of cash. Sorry about that. And then you will put in the $20,000 right there. Just want to make sure that that's all correct. And then down at the bottom here, you will click Save and Close. Okay, so after you've done that, all you do is when you're reconciling, you click on all of the transactions that happen throughout the month that are on the bank statement and that match. Make sure the date is correct, the type is correct, make sure that the account that you put it in is correct and what you want it to be, who paid it, memo, any information that you think would be helpful for that, and then the deposit amount. Oh, one more thing. You can click on this, and if you see something like, oh, maybe it was the wrong account number, you can click on Edit right here, and that'll take you back to the information. Another thing that's going to be very helpful for you to do is down here, you need to add in any backup that you have. So I would scan in the deposit ticket or any other information that you have, scan that into your computer and drag and drop the files here, just so that when your accountant's looking at the information, they don't have to ask you for that data. It's already right here for them to look at. That's what I would do if I were you. And then once that's all done, you can exit out of that, and then you just can click on Finish Now. And then it'll say success, you reconciled your account. And so you can get your reports from that if you would like to. And then the next month, you'll just do the same thing month after month after month until the year's over. And then once you do that, then you know that all the information has been entered into QuickBooks. So that is how you reconcile an account in QuickBooks.